Happy Monday, everybody. We got a lot to talk about. We have Hololive Delay, we have Spring Fest, we have Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Mushoku Tensei, and Brain Dream Premium Booster Box. So first up, what we got is delays for Hololive production. And it says right here, due to an unforeseen issue in production, the booster box will be delayed. It'll be pushed back to May 13th, originally scheduled for April 29th. The trial decks will actually come out on time, so that'll be really nice. I think for me personally, I think with the amount of trial decks, 7 trial decks and a booster box coming out at the same time, there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of people like freaking out about the prices and opening and all that. So to have it a little bit delayed actually to me doesn't seem like a bad thing. What this does actually mean is the Hololive production title cup is pushed back to June 1st instead of May 1st. With the Title Cup, if you don't remember, this was a tournament that specifically uses only Hololive cards, sets, whatever you want to say. And that will be at your local tournament store. And if you were to play in it or win in it, you will be getting a PR pack that has some of these cards in it, right? Some, because there's only going to be one in a PR pack. So definitely worth finding a store and trying it out, checking it out. So just again, it's pushed back. You might want to check with your store to see when the Title Cup will be held, but definitely something to play in, something to be really cool. I do love some of these cards. I love the majority of these cards. I love all the cards. There we go. So as you can see, this has been updated. The trial deck's here April 29th. And if we just take a look at the booster box, it has now been updated to May 13th. Again, to me, not so much of a big deal because there was nothing else happening in May. It kind of keeps the hype alive, right? For Hololive and gives something to look forward to in May outside of possibly that time I got reincarnated as a slime and Nazarick or Overlord coming out as a reprint. So again, that was what we thought in May. Maybe it won't happen now. I don't know. So we'll see. Bushiroad Spring Fest happened over the weekend. This one was Belgium. That happened on April 10th for Weiss anyways. There was Cardfight Vanguard as well, but we don't cover that. And the prizes. So I wanted to bring up the prizes because these things are expensive. As you know, just for showing up, you'll get this stuff. If you play in it, and you just play in it in general, you're going to get these cards right here for Weiss. You're going to get that Rent a Girlfriend and that Newbie Rudeus. Top 8 teams get this Mami, Sumi, Chizuru, and Aruka cards. And then top 3 teams will get this Treasured Moment Chizuru. I bring this up because if you go out to this place, the Weiss Schwarz Global Community. So I'm going to show this again. This is the Facebook group, Weiss Schwarz Global Community. There is 11.1 thousand members in it. Just in case you search it, can't find it, you're going to be looking for the one that has this many people in it. And out on there, you will find this Treasured Moment Chizuru. People are selling it. So if you're looking for a place that actually has it, that would be the place. I will say that the prices are pretty high. I think I saw $1,000 for this card. Again, that's just a number out there. There was an or best offer. So if you're looking for this card, you wanted it for your collection, check out the global community. That's where you're going to find it. There's multiple people selling it. And remember, with Springfest, with the schedule, there are a lot coming ahead, right? So this is just for Europe. Here is North and Latin America. So there are a few coming up. So if you want that card and the price is too high, I mean, at the very least, you can offer on the person. If not, just wait for the other ones to come out. Maybe it'll go down in price. It should. I haven't seen the prices on what sold. I know some people are saying this card sold for $500 to $600. I don't really know. Again, this one's showing up on that group at $1,000. So gauge what your interest is. I wouldn't. But that's just me. I don't know if I'd want to pay $1,000 when I could buy like a whole case or carton of an upcoming set. I mean, this card looks great. Congratulations, look cool as well, but not going to do that. This one right here, Resolution to Break Away Alice. This is for your winning team. So this one I saw it was 20,000 or best offer. So if you really want this card, it's going to be costly, thousands of dollars. It seems like so. Again, same thing with that one. You can go on the global community, make an offer on it. If it's too high, maybe wait for other ones to come out. I would rather buy 20 cases of Hololive than buying one card. But that's, again, we all have priorities in life. Maybe you really love Alice. Maybe you just love these cards. It's going to, like, if you actually math this sucker out, right? Um, Top team. So there's three people that will end up with this card, and then figure out how many of these are out there. You could gauge the rarity of this card, how the population of this card. So for me, I would pass if it would be 10,000. I don't know a number here that would justify the rarity and me wanting to pay that amount. That's not gonna be for me. Not for me. I love Alice, but not over 10,000. I love her for. Anyway, it's Spring Fest. Moving on to Spring Fest. So again, we are out here on Weiss Tea Time. Again, check her out. Check out this website. It's a very good website. So just so you know, I'm just gonna hit post because I didn't do this last time. As you can see, you have all this information out here. You have about the tournament, but the ban list. There were some decks down here as well when I was paging through this earlier. So we got reviews and older post. Yeah, see, so we have some decks. So I know people were always asking for decks, gameplay, thoughts on this stuff. So Weiss Tea Time, definitely a great resource for you. Check it out. What we have here then is 1 through 8. And obviously, if you see teams 5 through 8, this is not fully complete. It definitely will be updated later. That's why I didn't make my Excel sheet. What I really wanted to show here, quick glance, is you're going to notice like a huge difference between Europe and what happened in California. So Belgium versus California. And what you see here is Mushoku, not any surprise to anybody that you see this showing up here. We have Mushoku 8 standby. That was the one of the decks that we knew was going to be pretty solid. As you saw with North America, you have Mushoku Tensei everywhere, like on here. But the amazing part is you have Fate Stay right here. You have Love Live. You have Dal. You have Beaufry. So here's a Ruby. Bang Dream is still showing up, but Fate Stay is pretty much everywhere on here. And oh, by the way, again, when you come out to this website, if you are looking for decks, all you got to do is anything, obviously in link form, you click, you go, it'll take you out to the deck log, which will have the actual build of the person out here. So if you are looking for decks, you want to see some proven ones that have worked in tournaments, definitely come out to Weiss Tea Time, click on the link, and then you can go. For us here on this channel, what I'm doing with this information is more for, we know if decks do well, card prices do well. There's going to be other YouTubers, Twitch people, websites that are going to talk about the playability and all that, like matchups versus matchups. So check them out. But really what we're looking for is any noticeable thing. So the fun part is with Fate Stay, because you saw Fate Stay right here for this Belgium, but you don't see it here for US, right? We don't got it for that California tournament. And the fun part was, if you take a look at Bushiroad Rumble Online 2021, this is the reason why I only compared North America to North America, because we know there's going to be regional differences. So this was the EU region for Bushiroad Rumble Online, and if you take a look, not really surprising, Fate Stay was in the actual tournament back then. So it only stands to reason that they're going to show up here for the Belgium tournament for Spring Fest. And there you go. So we have Fate Stay there, where when we took a look at North America, it wasn't really represented at all. See, it's down here. It's actually surprising. Or maybe they just didn't make the top 8. So that's the only bad part about the data that we have, is we don't have every team listed here, but at the same time, I thank you for the data. I'm not saying this is a horrible thing or anything like that, but seeing top 8 is really great, and Fate Stay definitely was used heavily, and we see that reflected in the European side. So I only bring this up because when you think about it, right? If you're looking for a deck, you can't get your hands on Mushoku Tensei or anything like that. Fate Stay, at the very least, was in the top 8. I don't know, like, again, how the actual, um, let's say, matches went. If Fate Stay was able to take down Mushoku Tensei or anything like that, we don't have that data. But at the very least, you could see in a team battle, you see Fate Stay show up a few times on here, okay? So with that said, I'm going to skip over here to Mushoku Tensei because at this point, oh, I don't know what's going on, as in like Bushiroad or Weiss Schwarz. Like, what's the deal? Like, are they too bogged down that they can't ask about a reprint? Because this is no joke. We see Mushoku Tensei being used in tournaments. It is definitely viable, as we saw here on Spring Fest, that you see MTI showing up everywhere. What we have is booster boxes at $107 on TCG Player, right? Like, there's $107. Does this remind you of Data Live? It does for me. Data Live happens so fast, right? Like that, it was a sellout, gone, all of that stuff. With Mushoku Tensei, it took a little while to get here, but we are last here, and it is $107. I don't know what's it going to take to get a reprint out of Bushiroad on Mushoku Tensei, but I can very well guess that it is needed. If you take a look here at Talent for Magic Rudeus, which is your double R, you might want to use this card. If you go back and take a look, you might want to use this card. And as you can see, there are 2 listings left. I mean, granted, this one right here has 36 of them, but realistically, there is not much left, and it's $20.16 for a double rare. Can you imagine it? 2022, after everything we went through, that you're literally not too far away from running out of double rares for Talent for Magic Rudeus. And I know there's other websites out there that sell singles. I'm not like oblivious to that fact, but still, like, this is an indicator. If we had all these other sets come out and there's just supply for days, and now we're sitting here with this one about to basically almost over, really expensive. We have this Roxy that you potentially could use at $16. I mean, this set's pretty expensive. And then we have booster boxes at 107. When are you going to at least entertain a reprint? Like, just put a feeler out there. Be like what you did with Nazarick and the time I got reincarnated as slime. When that happened, they put a feeler out, right? They said Bushiroad, Weiss Schwarz put out to distributors, hey, we may reprint this if the demand is warranted. And then shops put in their orders and they calculated it and said, okay, we're going to do it or not do it. At the very least, you think that would happen. The horrible part is, even if a reprint happened, it wouldn't make it here in time for Springfest. That's the truth, right? Like, they're never going to be able to, they pushed back Hololive for whatever reason. There's no way that they're going to be able to pump out a reprint in time for Springfest for anybody that still needs it. But I think it's one of those ones where it kind of sucks that the supply is what it is, but it's going to be that way for at least another month or two. So hopefully people weren't truly waiting for it. I would say, though, I would not be buying these booster boxes at 107. With the way they've been reprinting, like Buddy Girl, Senpai, Overlord, did they really need to be printed? Probably not. So I would say, if you are looking for Springfest, maybe you check out some of these alternatives, right? Like, you see this variety of different sets being used in the tournament, probably go that direction than going and buying Mushoku Tensei. Because what we have here for first place for California, that didn't have Mushoku Tensei in it at all, right? We got Slime, Bang Dream, and Kage. So there are different lineups that you can definitely use for the tournament. I just really am astounded the fact that we knew this was in short supply. We knew Springfest was coming, and we knew this was going to be a strong set, that they didn't even entertain or throw out there about a reprint. So maybe they couldn't handle it, but at least let the people know that a reprint is possible. So if you are one of those people that are looking for a reprint, put it down in the comments. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Maybe you guys don't really want a reprint. Maybe you're not waiting for cards to drop in price. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. So, but do let me know if you would like to see a reprint in the comments, okay? Bang Dream. Let's skip the Bang Dream real quick. Bang Dream did exactly what I thought it would do. Bang Dream is not being bought as much as I think some people would have hoped. The big one sold is Yukina, which we all knew was going to happen. So Yukina, there's 2 card sales of $30 and $75. That $75 really shocked me actually. I couldn't believe that it sold for $75, but it did. It's 52 right now. Definitely a lot of supply. The other ones that sold were Saya, BDR, and then we got Rui and Nanami in the SR slots. And the rest of them, there's going to be plenty of supply. We got 12, 13, 14. If you go out to Strictly Broken, TCG, their website, they actually have these up and they're lower. Being as I'm affiliated with TCG Player, I got my link. If you click it and buy something, I get money that I use for giveaways. But I will tell you, there are other websites like Strictly Broken that has this for cheaper. So if you are looking for cards, when it comes to this set, definitely check that place out. It's definitely going to be a place where you can pick up these cards. So keep a lookout if you're looking for missing pieces to your set. Check it out, but at the same time, you may want to wait on it. You may want to wait for lower prices because as the week goes on, I imagine more people are getting it. They're either going to attempt to sell it as sealed or just open it and sell for the pieces that they just need. Okay. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, last thing. So again, there's update to the drop rate. So you get 1 SSP per case. You get 3 OFRs per case, and you get 2 MDRs per box. So every box is going to have 2 MDRs. With the OFRs, that doesn't really change my calculation. You can add that in, but overall, it doesn't make that much of a difference. What you will notice here, though, is the SSPs all sold out on yuyutei. Again, other sites have it, but take a look at this one. This is the big one. This is from your trial deck, and it is sold out now. So that went for 99800. So just under 100,000 yen. So for us, easy translation there would be like $1,000, but really with the conversion, it's roughly around $900. I know people are looking for it at $900 on Facebook, so this is definitely going to be the card that you're after. It's from what I've seen, I can't find a trial deck anymore. Those things are gone. There might be someone out there that has it, and I haven't found it, but they're pretty much gone. That was what you wanted. The OFRs are doing pretty well, as you can see, pretty much cleaned out, right? Gone. There's only 2 cards left, and they're doing really well. So if you have this, I wouldn't be too sad about like the EV on it because it looks like a set that people really wanted. You should be happy that you are opening a set that belongs to you. If you're looking on the profit side, it's a little bit sad looking at these SSP prices. Maybe they'll go up now that they're sold out on yuyutei because obviously if they sold for 248 here, maybe you raise up the price a little bit because it's gone. But overall, a set that I think hopefully is not used in the future, as in following the path of a ton more collectible cards in it versus just having a smaller amount and then replacing the SP slot. I don't like that SP replacement slot for an OFR. That doesn't seem like a great trade-off for me whatsoever. But booster boxes of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid definitely still out there in the world. The trial decks are completely gone, so hopefully if you wanted a trial deck, you got it. More than likely, if this goes the way of, let's say, Mushoku Tensei, then maybe in Japan you see a reprint for the trial decks, maybe you see a reprint overall. I don't know, but good luck getting this. If you are definitely looking for it, it's going to be expensive. Like at this point, we know this thing's going to be expensive, and I don't know how many people are willing to let go of it. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Have a good one.